Welcome back to Dream Drop Distance. We're done playing as Sora now. It's Riku's game now.
The best part about this is the fact that since Sora is done, we don't have to switch to him anymore, and we're finally free of the fucking shackles. That was the drop gauge. What an absolute terrible system, and I'm so glad it's gone.
You don't have to waste a slot for Drop Me Nots or Drop Me Nevers anymore.
Pretty much, unless, you're gonna risk it. But why would you? I mean, why would you let the game take control of what you're trying to do like that? It was crap from the beginning, and I'm glad it's gone.
Helldragon's not a fan of mechanics like that, in case you haven't noticed by now.
I'm not a fan of challenge either. In fact, anything about a game just kind of pisses me off.
A game out the window with you.
Which means he still hasn't woken up. Where are you?
I'm surprised this thing is, still flowing. I thought it was powered by the love of nobodies.
That's true. You would think that after Zemus bit it, it would have blown up.
Actually, wasn't Maleficent and Pete planning to take over this place?
Yeah, what happened to that? Oh, I guess they forgot.
And they went blasting off again is what they did.
Pretty much.
A Dream Eater.
Oh no, don't play that music, you're gonna ruin it!
How do I get across?
It's the end game, really serious stuff is going down, and then you get this music, the Dream Eater menu music.
The only good thing is that Kivat is fucking salvation, and he will be the one to help us get up to the fucking Star Destroyer up here, making him the only bat, the only Dream Eater worth a damn.
And on this day, Helldragon renounced his bat racism.
Well, I mean, let's think about this for a minute. The Dream Eaters do nothing otherwise. Kivat here, you need him for a reality shift to get up to the Star Destroyer. He's the only one that does something.
Well, it's kind of like a joint reality shift between Kibat and Meow Wow over there. Sora's Meow Wow, by the way.
Oh, that's his?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't really piece that together, I guess.
Somebody's not been paying attention to the finer parts of the story.
So what am I, in a furniture showroom or something?
Yeah, the organization's branching out.
Sora!
We're going to conquer the consignment field.
Shasha.
Watch out, he has powers as the plot demands.
Well, hands off, this is my major sale right here.
Yes, I will get much monies for the Sora.
Had our sights set on you, but you developed a certain resistance to darkness.
You weren't as scammable, and we don't like that.
Yes, we like our hosts to be stupid, or lack hearts in the first place.
Now there was a worthy candidate,
Speaking of.
but unfortunately, he became too aware.
I tell you, man, ever since days, Roxas just became too full of himself. He got caught on the blow, and the organization can't be seen dealing with those types.
You know how arrogant they get when they get their own video game. Suddenly they feel like they own the world.
Fucking Disney child stars.
Fit for the task, but we managed to make up.
Oh boy.
We're going to use cheap imported vessels from China to fulfill our goal.
Xehanort.
There's like a made in China stamped on his back. I am Stephanie. No, I am Stephanie. No, I am Stephanie. No, I am Stephanie.
The ultimate spoiler. We are all Stephanie.
The organization? I am Xehanort from the most distant past.
Xehanort prototype beta version.
You may call me Prianort.
Xehanort 3.1.
Gathered here today.
From the
Okay, I'm just gonna take a wild guess here and say that while all these Xehanorts haven't been revealed, Vanitas and Terranort would most likely be two of them.
I'm not sure how it would work. I mean, even with the time travel, because after this is over, they're still going to be dead, so...
You can only move forward.
You know how time travel works in this game. Look, he's explaining all this bullshit right now. Just hop in a box and go back and forth, for God's sake.
Be the next Doctor, please.
My most future self will arrive soon. Then time for all of us will return to normal.
The ultimate condensing stinkiness.
Hang on a tick. What are the rules about, returning to becoming a normal person is you return where you lost your heart. Xehanort lost his heart in the Keyblade graveyard.
Hey, yeah! Yeah, that's a good point.
Fuck you, Nomori, you rule rewriting piece of shit.
Meanwhile, the world. Thank you, Tokyo Tomayer.
This is Stopza, another 4th level piece of magic, the other one being Zero Gravizer, although sadly we don't get to use this one.
Now, that's because Mickey is awesome and we're not.
I can't stop them for long.
The world only lasts for 5 seconds after all.
Okay.
Shashar 2, Shashar Boogaloo.
No fair, he has Star Platinum! He should be able to move in the world!
I said hands off.
How can you be moving?
How can you be living, but you won't when I'm done with you?
Sick burn, Helldragon.
Was that a good insult? Please tell me it was.
Okay, now, it never states this outright, but from what I've read, this is Master Xehanort possessing young Xehanort here.
How? I can't believe they wouldn't explain that. That's kind of important, don't you think?
Well, for starters, his eyes are yellow, unless that was his natural eye colour. You know, he can use a Keyblade here. I don't know. It just doesn't explain stuff, but for the purposes of this fight, we're fighting young Xehanort. Just ignore everything else.
Yeah, this is basically like a debuffed version of the optional boss of, young Xehanort in Birth by Sleep. And holy shit, he is fucking aggressive. Like, Tom likes to overlevel, as you know, and I like to kind of just play it defensively. I honestly believe, I don't know a good strategy for playing defensively with young Xehanort, so I kind of suggest to overlevel a bit, because he is so aggressive. He'll get in your face, he'll whip his Keyblade around and catch you, even when you're way far away, he'll do shockwaves, all that kind of thing. It's really hard to just back off and, fire shed him while you're trying to heal up. You really have to be on your toes for this.
His Keyblade, as you can see here, has kind of like a whip function to it, so you might think you're a safe enough distance away to heal, but you will usually get snagged, so make sure you have homing magics. Stuff like Balloonga, Triple Plasma, stuff like that, and as you can see here, Dark Roll is extremely effective. I liken it to Cartwheel from Birth by Sleep.
Yeah, it does give you that essential invincibility time. He also likes to shoot those lasers that track you, basically. He's doing all he can to make sure you're not having fun. I mean, it's not like... Definitely it's challenging. It's near the end of the game. I get that. But at the same time, I just did not feel in control at all. And I guess that's kind of a dissenting point with me. But, man, he does not let up.
I wouldn't worry too much about Dream Eaters. When I first played the game, I came in here with stuff like the Beetle one, and just Meow Wow, and stuff like that. And, yeah, didn't really have a fun time. Sarah Terra seems to be holding his own, though, which is pretty cool.
Well, Sora Terra is the man. He's second man compared to Tyrantone Rex, but he is a man of his own right.
And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the music, which is a pretty cool remix of his fight theme from Birth by Sleep, where he was called the Mysterious Figure. And there's actually been a lot of cool music in the endgame part of Dodo, which we didn't address. Stuff like the music in the Anthem fight, which is actually the final boss theme from Birth by Sleep, minus Terra's theme.
Huh, interesting.
Obviously, since Terra isn't a part of that fight. And the Xemnas fight, with the music from Kingdom Hearts 2, wonderful. Dream Drop Distance, for all its faults, has a lot of great music, and I'm sorry we didn't get a lot of chances to bring it up, but there were other stuff to address, like really, really aggressive bosses.
Yeah, but I mean, Kingdom Hearts music is usually good across the board. It goes without saying, basically.
And here comes the really hard part of the fight.
Yes, you see, young Xehanort has mastery over time, so it's time for another bullshit reality shift, just to make sure he, doesn't get a chance to fight back.
Okay, I would recommend do this as fast as you can, because if you take your time getting to it, or you fail it, the fight will basically restart. Well, not technically restart all the way, but he'll have a lot of his health back, so you're just going to be basically wasting time. And here, you have to take out this clock while fending off 2 copies of young Xehanort, and it's ferociously annoying.
Oh god, yes. This is easily the most annoying, frustrating part of the fight. You're trying so hard to get this. Meanwhile, young Xehanort and his friend over there, I guess, is this like the other beta version of him? I don't know.
Young Xehanort?
I guess. But, I mean, they just wail on you over and over. They don't give you a chance to breathe, nothing like that. And it's definitely challenging. But, man, is it annoying to fight.
I would say Dark Splicer comes in very handy for this, especially if you get knocked back, because obviously it has a warp functionality.
I failed the reality shift the first time because I activated Dark Splicer just then, and it looped the fight, and I was so mad.
I'm really glad I did this on my first take.
Oh man, yeah.
But you just beat what may possibly be the hardest boss fight in the game, because God knows the final boss doesn't come anywhere near to being that challenging.
It's annoying, but it's definitely not as challenging, I agree. Young Xehanort is easily the hardest. See, if Mickey had eaten the blood of a Joestar, Stopsa would have lasted for more than 5 seconds. I am the king of scenery chewing around here.
Ah, I see the convention center got our message.
Xehanort Con is on.
Our first panel, who shall we take for our 13th vessel? Spoilers, it's Sora!
Second panel, who is Stephanie?
Oh, really neat bit of trivia. Ansem Seeker of Darkness is sitting on his left side and wearing the body. Can you find the heart? You're worrying me now, Helldragon?
My schooling wasn't as good. No, it's the left side of the body, yes. Too tired to do that joke, I really am.
Oh my god, you're still going on about that?
It's like a guy in real life obsessing over World War II, and he wants to start World War III. He's like that dude from Hellsing. I love war!
You've got 12 views. Start up a soccer league or something. 12 aside.
And so Xehanort started a successful rap group.
Oh, this is amazing. I remember losing my shit when I was first watching a Japanese stream of da-da-da.
The attempt ended in failure.
Those chairs must be really uncomfortable. I mean, they're super high up, they don't have any cushions. What's the point?
They're high up. It's a status thing.
I acted rashly. I can admit
Willy Wonka.jpg. No, I'm not going to explain the joke. You go look it up if you want to see a meme.
Your mistakes change the destinies of 3 of my friends.
Who I didn't know until their game was made.
but destiny is never left to chance. I merely guided them to their...
And this is the part where Master Xehanort kind of crosses the threshold and just becomes an absolute dick.
misguided man.
Well, he always kind of was, but this is like super dick time.
And it's like, at this point, he has everything he wants. You know, all his plans are in place. Seemingly nothing can stop him, so why keep up the pretense of being a nice guy?
Find a way to save them. But I wanted to believe that their sacrifice stopped you for good.
Maybe if you sacrificed a bullet, it would have been more effective.
How was I so blind? I should have seen it. As soon as Maleficent started gathering the 7 princesses...
Oh yeah, Xehanort set that off as well.
Well, he didn't see it because that part of the story wasn't written yet.
Oh, my doing. I used the evil fairy to find 7 pure lights for me.
I never really saw Maleficent as a fairy, more as a dick?
To fill with
A witch, I would say.
Yeah, she's more witch territory.
But you failed.
Damn, Divewing looks good.
Sora stopped
Yeah, it does look pretty nice, I agree.
counts.
Yes, he did.
There sure is a lot of talking in this scene.
Told you, man, last hour of the game, they just dump all the exposition.
It's too bad they couldn't spread it out like any other good story.
I have not abandoned my ambition.
Merely tweaked them, so I still win anyway, haha.
You know, I'm listening to this music and I'm hearing similarities of like particular bits of it that you would easily find in the Mario and Luigi games because Yoko Shimura composes for them both, so I kind of see how they overlap now.
For Keyblade wielders, there's me and Riku and Sora. And my 3 missing friends, that's 6. Then the 7th would be...
Stephanie! No.
That means...
Let it go, Helldragon.
I'm sorry, she's pure evil.
Yes, little king. Perceptive. But Sora and another on your list belong to me.
They start speaking in ambiguities now, which is really weird considering they've just been saying, yes, this, and this is happening for the majority of the game.
Ambiguity is what fuels Kingdom Hearts, Tom. That's how it lets them write backwards all the time.
And real talk, that's how they generate sales. You know, I'm not mocking them, not putting them down. That's just it. People want to see where the story's going next, so they pick it up.
There's nothing wrong with a mystery, per se. I'm not saying that's bad, it's just that they abuse the technique way too much, and it creates really stupid storylines.
Between darknesses shall be united. All the seats have been
All the tickets have been sold. Now, let's Xehanorticon begin!
A 5-day Xehanort event! Just don't tell me you got Scott McNeil to speak!
No! Sora!
Oh, now you get off your ass.
Oh, finally, action! Ooh.
Here's our first panel event, putting my soul into a young boy's body.
Nope! Fooled you! Come on, don't milk it. We know who it is.
Who else uses fire in this series?
Selfie?
Donald?
Axel, please. The name's Lee. Got it memorized?
No!
I have a heart now, that makes me completely different. I'm my own original character.
I'll always be there to get my friends back. What? Bad timing.
Gotta admit, Lee's being pretty cool right now. He's probably only one of the few characters I actually care about in this series.
Same.
Find out what happens.
What now, you old coot?
Shoot him?
I have a plan for this as well, you see.
Oh!
Dun dun dun.
See, now Axel has a personal stake. Lee, whatever the fuck his name is, I don't care.
Now you understand why Sayex's hair started to get a bit duller during his time in the organization, because when he was a kid it was bright blue.
Ah, yes, that's true.
Why are you here, Axel?
No, I told you. Whatever.
I love how he's like, fuck it.
Get out of here.
Right!
Sympathy for the devil!
Someone pointed this out to me, and I believe it was one of our mods, Sparanda, on Twitter, that Guardian could possibly be Terra being controlled by Secret Darkness.
Yeah, I heard that theory, and you know what? That would be kind of cool if that happened, actually. Turns out he's a complete punk, but alright. You were supposed to do it a bit more effectively, but you know what? I am going to take it.
Goofy, Donald, you saved us!
We are out of time.
Ah yes, here's the next thing about time travel. They're just gonna go back to their original times now.
Well, I'm so glad that the entire game was wound up to eventually accomplish nothing. I like that.
The gathering of the 7 and 13 is nigh.
We are all made of Dippin' Dots.
Finish this at the fated place.
He's essentially saying this is a preview. See you in Kingdom Hearts 3!
Be sure to buy a PS4!
Four.